Hi, babes. Guys, I feel like I haven't talked to you solo specifically in a while. I did a handful of solo episodes and then I popped on a lot of guests, and I hope that y'all enjoyed those. Last week we had Danielle Amos on the podcast, and I really hope that y'all benefited from that because I did. And and it was such a small world scenario having her on the podcast as well. I was introduced to her through a friend, like that I've known for nearly 20 years here in Atlanta. Like her friend, like a friend of a friend kind of situation. But then she was into Bob Proctor, and she's studied under Bob Proctor just as I have. And she happened to be like really good friends with my direct mentor, Maddie. So it was obviously just very divine, very synergistic, like all the things. And I just loved everything about that episode. You know, I almost love having coaches or experts on the show so that I can ask personal questions, because I feel like if I'm having the question, maybe someone listening is having that same question, and or they can take it, maybe it's not the exact same scenario or circumstance, but you guys can apply it to an area of your life. So yeah, maybe there will be a time that based on how she coached me, and I was just like, I just want people to feel as like confident and empowered and magnetic as I do walking that runway. Like I want them to feel this euphoric feeling. Like literally, guys, like that is what I feel when I am on that runway. And I get the opportunity to be on that runway again May 17th. So in a little just about a month, I will be doing it again. And I can't freaking wait. I cannot wait. This is your sign to do something bold like that too. Honestly, it's incredible of a feeling. So you know, it's interesting because of course she was coaching me through that and was like, well, maybe it's, teaching other women, more about body image or how to walk a runway, but applying that in life. Like obviously not everyone is going to walk a runway, but you can. Um, but with that same energy, that same confidence and embodied empowerment, like how you can use that to walk the path of your life, walking the path of your life in this just goddess, feminine, divine energy that God is working through you. God is working through you, and you want to be magnetic because you want people to feel you. You want people to feel your energy. So anyways, it was just really neat how she was coaching me through that. And I mean, granted, I think I recorded that a few weeks ago, but in that short frame, in just these last couple of weeks, I have just been like on this essential high, and in this, I don't know, this season of being even more intentional with my time, my energy, even my money, where I'm investing things. Like literally yesterday, I received a text, or 2 nights ago, I received a text, and it was saying like, hey, just inviting me to this event, and this speaking event here in Atlanta. It's a 3-day event. And I honestly I didn't know the cost. I know that I was getting just a little like reduced, like like a friend and family rate, I guess, for this, because I was referred from a friend of mine who had mentored with one of the speakers, or the speaker, I guess, for this event. And anyways, when they sent the link, it said $0 in the thing. And I put my payment information, and I was like, okay. I was just trusting that it was $0. And I did get a charge for 500, which was fine because I think it was like nearly $800 or something like that for the 3-day event, which honestly is not very expensive in the space of like leadership, entrepreneurship. That's not that's not really that expensive. So, anyways, or I just didn't think about it. I have a different money mindset these days. I've done a lot of money mindset work. I coach money mindset, so like had it been like 7,000, I may have been like, but Yeah. Anyway, so it was 500 and I'm like, okay, you know what? That's cool. Like I know that that is going to literally be another catalyst to my future. It is going to change, shift. It's going to do stuff to me that is going like, and you guys are going to see that. You're going to feel it. Whether it's be on the podcast, you watching, you tuning into my social media, that kind of thing. Like I am just like in this like, maybe it's because I'm also turning 40 in a few months, but I'm just like, no given. I don't care. Like this is my life and I am going to show the up and I'm going to do things unapologetically. And I'm telling you guys this because I want you to do it too. I want you to do it too. I don't want anything or anyone to keep you stuck. Um, I was in my DMs recently and having a conversation, and this person was saying that they were, they bring in $5,000 a month, which is a lot of money to many, many people. So bringing in 5K a month and have a family, and but it just seems like all these unforeseen circumstances keep popping up. So making that 5K a month not actually, it kind of made them feel like they're drowning more than it's comfortable, right? Or it's giving them a little bit extra money each month. So I was responding saying, well, okay, well, if that's the scenario, then then you're not truly happy with 5K a month. Like you're not. So how can you make 8K a month or 10K a month? I literally know women who are making $1 million a month. And that is you money. I get it. Like we don't all need that, but and I'm thinking of one woman in particular. She definitely had like literally has made like $1 million a month. And I'm like, okay, well, first of all, if she can do it, I can do it. I know this woman personally. I kind of know where she came from. I met her a handful of years ago. But with that said, she does good things with her money. She invests back into people and, helping, whether it's elevating her business so that she can, putting the better structures in place so that she can support more people. And I just love that, and I'm sure she's doing projects and all these kinds of great, amazing things. Anyways, with that being said, I feel like sometimes us women don't feel like we're one, not like worthy, right? Like we're like, who am I to make more than I need, right? Because that's what we've been given our entire life is just what we need. It's just enough, or barely enough, or barely anything, and that we have to work really, really hard to make more money. And essentially, it's like I feel like that was, this person. It's like, I'm working hard. I'm bringing in the 5K a month, but then it's still like not enough, right? And like that is the belief that is actually being held in our mind is that it's not enough. We are not enough. So you have to correlate these things. So that's the beautiful thing about money mindset work is that you're recognizing those kinds of thoughts, bringing awareness to it and bringing awareness to where it is actually locked in your body, in your emotional body, in your subconscious, so that you can shift that. So with that being said, it's like, okay, no, I'm not available. That is not like I'm not available for 5K a month. I'm available for 10K a month or 15K a month or 7,500 a month or whatever is going to make it feel like you can breathe and not just one day. Like that you are just like I had a conversation with one of my very good friends the other day, and they make very good money, that they're doing really well for themselves. And we had that conversation like they were saying basically like I'm okay. Like I'm more than okay. Like I can easily give someone, 20 grand tomorrow because I am okay. Like, and that doesn't like, yeah, that can be a lot of money. And I know because I'm working and I have a business and I'm growing things, like that money is it's gonna come back in. And I was like, absolutely, like that is literally the mindset that I have too. Like the money is flow, right? Like it's always in flow. It is all around us. The tangible, just like a credit card, the cash, like all of that. It's just the physical manifestation of money. But money is all around us. It's constantly just like looping around us. I mean, you could literally look down in front of you right now and be like, okay, my phone costs this. That was made with money. That was made with money. It took money to make that. It took money to make these curtains. It took money to make the carpet. Like all those things, right? Money is literally all around us. It's all around us, energetically as well, not just physically, like in the things, but like it's all around us. So if it's that abundant of a resource, then why do we feel so limited and stuck to making it, bringing it in, calling it in, creating it, earning it? Why? Because we have the belief that we're not enough, we're not worthy of it. Because someone at some point made us feel that way, and our subconscious created a story that we weren't good enough to have everything that we freaking want in life. Okay. So, with that being said, circling back to Danielle's conversation about like just being very magnetic and that feeling that I want other women to have is because that type of work is what makes you feel magnetic. Like I 6 years ago wouldn't have thought that. Like, granted, I didn't even think anything because I didn't think anything about money as far as because I had no awareness around what my beliefs were, what my limiting beliefs were, what the fears were, what was holding me back from actually just pursuing whatever. Like, I tell people now, I'm like, if you want to be an astronaut, like if that is your dream job to be a fucking astronaut, then go try and be an astronaut. Okay, don't let anyone tell you, well, no, well, you have to go through this program and that program, and you have to go from like 15 years of school, and oh my God, you really want to do that? You have to like let go of so much, and you have to change your life, and blah, blah, blah. It was like, okay, well, like let them go do it. I'm dropping too many F-bombs on this thing right now. Sorry. We're gonna have to like cut this out. I need to stop doing that. YouTube is gonna be like, hello, stop with the profanity. Anyways, I'm just really passionate and the F-bomb comes out sometimes. But I will refrain. Moving along. When you start to shift your mindset, you literally can do anything. And with law of attraction, manifestation, and God, okay, this really goes into God's work, like God working through you. And I know you guys I know I haven't shared specifically on the podcast as to why I got the Bible. I bought a Bible recently, if you did miss that, but I shared about it on my social media. So you can go back and watch my Bible story on social media. But I did get a Bible recently, and I am on a journey with God. I'm learning to trust and love God. It still is like not, it's almost like a kid or anyone just like not believing in Santa, right? I know, and anyone like don't just take this like hold on. Don't be like you're comparing Santa to God or God to Santa. Like no. I mean like kids, right? Before they don't believe in Santa anymore. They have so much conviction that Santa is real. Like Santa is everything. Like you could literally like to a 5-year-old who's throwing a temper tantrum in the middle of a grocery store, you could be like, God is, or you could be like, Santa's watching. You're not going to get what you wanted for Christmas. And they're going to be like, they like ship up or shape out. It's like the kids are like, okay, Santa is the big deal, right? So if we can have that much conviction that God exists, just like Santa exists, then wouldn't our world just be so much different? Because we have so much trust that God's plan is working out for us. Like it's working, and it's only our limiting beliefs, it's the fears that, if you want to call it like the devil or Satan has like put on us, right? Like if you want to say that the fears, it's the fear. It is literally the fear. So many, like I even tell people sometimes, I'm like, well, I think it's better now. Well, it's definitely better now. I mean, I'm calling this in now, but I think I used to have a fear for love. Like I want it so bad. Like I want a boyfriend, I want a husband, I want that so bad. But there is a fear around love because of my experiences in the past. But wow, if I let go of that fear, how amazing it would be when I finally call in that person and I allow it. I surrender to it. I let go of the fear, and because they know they can hold me. They can hold space for me. They can hold me emotionally. We can hold each other emotionally. And that person exists. I feel it. I feel it. I know it. I trust it because I'm learning to trust God, and God has a plan. And there are sometimes like I'll meet a man and I'm like, okay, is this one it? Is this it? And I learned this from my mentor, Maddie, but she always said, she prayed to God that if this isn't it, show me what is, or like move it very quickly. And it was interesting because I had a scenario like that a couple months ago. This guy came into my life. There was a little like romantic spark, and it was literally like like 2 days later, pretty much, it was like, nope, that's not it. And then it was reconfirmed like a week later, not it. And although I got a little butt hurt from it, I was like, cool, I don't want someone that doesn't want me. So moving on, moving on. It's like God is like, no, no, look at the signs, and no. Don't try and control it. Don't try and go against my plan. Let it go and just move on. So anyways, where I'm going with all of this is that Danielle, that episode that we had last week, was just so powerfully shifting for me because I have been like, I literally created a course for like men. I haven't launched it yet, but it is like sitting, like, I am so, like, even if it's like a 4-day class or something, like, I just want to help some men because just as much as women need this kind of support, like life coaching, mindset coaching, relationship coaching, like I'm, of course, I feel like everyone does quote unquote need it. It is so beneficial. I feel like so many people were raised in a very critical household upbringing, like criticism. A lot of a lot of everything was based on criticism versus encouragement. Yeah, I don't know, like something didn't I don't know, you're doing a chore in your house and it's like, okay, well, could you do it this way? It's like what you were doing, the way you were doing it wasn't good enough. Although the intention of your parent or caregiver wasn't to judge you, it was to show you how to do it better so that you could do things better. But your subconscious took it like, oh, I'm not doing it good enough. I must not be enough. Click, click, click. There it is again. We're not enough, right? So that's where the story, that literally could be where a story comes from, is something as minute as that. Our subconscious just took it and manipulated it into what it thought it needed to be. It's fucking crazy. Our subconscious does run 95% of our behaviors. 95. 95. I'm sure that something right now for me is operating this. I mean, I've shifted. Well, I know. It is. I've shifted so much of my subconscious over the last 6.5, 7 years that I can more easily get on this podcast and just riff. Versus maybe in the past, I would be like, well, what am I going to say? And I'd have like a script down or something. I mean, granted, I've been doing this stuff for a while now, but 95%. So if you can start to shift your internal, then your external is going to look a lot different. It's going to feel a lot different. It's just when you start to shift things, everything, your external starts to shift too. And so you can feel more confident, you can feel more embodied and empowered and all of the things. And then you start taking different actions. You're changing the neuroplasticity in your brain, your neural pathways. Like it's a science. It's a science. It just changes things. So with me working with Danielle on the podcast episode last week, I was able to, like, I had such like yep, that's it. Like, I want people to feel the way that I feel. So however I can do that. Oh, that's what I'm saying, like about the men's stuff, like this men's course that I put together. Like, I just feel like whether like they could feel the same way, like they have these limiting beliefs and insecurities and all of that too. So I don't know, I just like put that stuff together. I've just been like on one. I've like updated a lot of my website, a lot of different programs that I want to be offering, and I really, really, really am in this space of like, okay, if I have an idea, I'm going to create it. If I have an idea, I'm going to create it. And I know a girl who I have had on the podcast, Madison Anderscow, who does Atlanta Swim Week. So she is just like a serial entrepreneur, and it's like she gets an idea in her head and she executes. Idea, execute. For me, although I feel like her and I are very similar in the sense that I'm 99% sure that she's a manifesting generator as well. I have held myself back in the past of like really leaping. And everyone's different though. So I feel like for me, why maybe I didn't get the idea and execute immediately was because like maybe caring what people thought, or maybe being a failure, or maybe it was the thought of like, hey, I've done this before and it didn't work out, so why try? And I don't want to have that anymore. I don't want to have that conversation with myself. I'm just like, this lights me up. Let's create it and execute it. And it doesn't mean that I have to do it forever. Like, let's say I were to, I launched the men's group coaching or something, and then, 4 weeks later, I'm like, okay, you know what? Actually, this was nice. I helped X amount of men, but I don't want to do that again. And you don't have to. Like, you don't, I feel like that may be it. It's like you feel like you have to be in it forever. I feel like even women that are very complacent in their jobs, or they don't like their job. They actually hate their job, but they're like, but this is what's paying the bills right now, and I'm so tired. I don't want to have to like look for a new job or anything like that. First of all, start praying about it, that a new opportunity is going to come under grace in a perfect way with perfect pay. Secondly, you have to, or you are going to stay stuck and you're going to be miserable and you're going to be burnt out. And then everything else in your life is going to be affected. Your food, your finances, your relationships, romantics, every type of relationship, obviously your career, business is affected. And then your spirituality, your home life. Maybe it's really chaotic in your home. Maybe you're like hoarding things because you're like, okay, I have this. This is what I have when I don't feel fulfilled over here. And like, you're just a constant loop of unfulfillment, basically. So with that being said, if you just execute, like you get the idea, okay, I don't like this job anymore. I want to be making more money. You get the idea, you execute. It doesn't mean that you are going, okay, you may apply for the job for a new job, you may not get it. You may apply for 10 different jobs, you get one. It doesn't mean like I think a lot of people are in fear of like pursuing something because they're like, what if it doesn't work out? That's the biggest fucking thing. Yep, that's it. Because that's a relationship too. Sometimes we think to ourselves, like, I don't know if I want to pursue that because what if it doesn't work out? And then I'm going to be hurt again and they're going to be hurt, or they're going to hurt me. Like, you just got to do it. So I think I just had my own little epiphany there. But like you just got to do it. So you get the idea, you create, you execute. Go and do it. And it doesn't mean you have to do it forever. You can let go just as easily as you like, you're done with a toothbrush and you throw it away, or you wiped your mouth after you ate food and you throw it away. There's no attachment. Don't be so fucking attached to things. We can't be so attached to things. We can easily let go, pivot, let go. The woman that I spoke to in the DMs about earning 5K. Okay, cool. How else can you make money? And a lot of people are fixated on the fact that I'm already doing a lot. I'm a mom. I am, I do this job where I work a lot. I'm bringing in 5K a month. I need more money because for these unforeseen circumstances, but also just because life, and I want to live more peacefully and healthier and happier. Then okay, then we got to pivot. Our mindset goes to, I'm gonna have to work even harder. I'm gonna have to work more, and which means I have to spend less time with my child. No, you don't. You can create a group coaching program, or or have like maybe one or two higher ticket offers, meaning you're going to consult. You're going to either be a coach or a consultant or strategist or whatever the heck you want to call yourself, a mentor. You create one-on-one for a couple of people, and or you do just group coaching. You show up once or twice a month, or excuse me, once or twice a week or something, or you do bi-weekly calls, whatever feels good for you, whatever your schedule allows. Maybe it's a once a week call for 8 weeks. So that's literally 8 calls. And let's say you want to bring in 6 people on the call, you charge them all whatever. I mean, if $500 feels good to you, or $5,000 feels good for you, do it, execute it, have the conviction just like God does, or that you have that conviction in Santa and God, and go do it. You can make so much more money. Like, oh my gosh, so much more money. So where the I guess the shift for me was that I just want to help elevate people. And I've been like listening to this audiobook called 10x 10x is better than 2x, and that also has just been like helping me feel so fired up about life and letting go of things. And basically it's saying like you can 10x your life so fast. You just have to stop doing everything that's in the 2x, which is about 80% of what you're doing every day. Or the people that you're surrounding yourself with. Like, who are the people that are going to help 10x your life, and who are the people that are only contributing to 2x of your life? Is it all the surface level conversation friends? All that doesn't mean you have to like totally let go of them. It just means that you're going to start surrounding yourself with the people who are 10xing the way that your life is. So maybe they're inviting you to in motivational speaking conferences. They're quick to let go of a relationship, or to soundly give you advice on how to move forward in a relationship or have more meaningful connections, things like that. Like, you want to surround yourself with people who are bettering you, that leave you feeling really empowered and alive. That's it. So if you want to surround yourself with people like that, then why wouldn't you be in a job or a career or start a business that's going to bring that energy with you as well? That you're going to 10x your freaking life. So I want to help women do the same thing. I want to help y'all like awaken to your true freaking potential, unlock that potential. Yes, do we have to like uncover some things? Sure. But I really want to help you identify what those things are and catapult you and give you some strategy, give you the mindset tools, give you the awareness you need and the affirmations, more or less, that you need in order to start shifting the neural pathways, to shift your internal so that you create better, more vibrant, more magnetic external results. Like, you are worthy of it. You are enough, and you can do anything. Any business owner, this is also like any business owner out there, anyone out there, even if you don't have a business, this may be your business. You can coach or consult. It will create time freedom, location freedom, and financial freedom, and relationship freedom. That was something from this 10X book that I'm listening to. Is I always considered it was just those three, but now that they included this fourth freedom, relationship freedom. Because many times when we don't have, like, when we feel so stuck, we're actually stuck in our relationships too. So relationship freedom, financial freedom, and time, location, financial, and relationship freedom. I freaking love that. But this type of thing, like, literally all you need is a Zoom or a FaceTime, like, or a phone call. I know a coach, Melanie Ann Lair, who started with phone calls. She did like, maybe hour-long phone calls for like $100 a person. That's how her business started. And she started from her car. She didn't have a house. Like, she was homeless. It was a chosen homeless. It was like an intent, like, not intentional, but like it was around pride or whatever at first. I believe that was her story. But basically she chose to live in her car for a time being, and she started doing like silent coaching, and she didn't have any marketing, nothing. And now she's a multi-millionaire. I think actually he's billionaire. And she just started it like 7-8 years ago. It is wild. She's been on the podcast. Go back to like the beginning, listen to that episode. It will change your freaking life. She's wonderful, wonderful human. But God, it's just about pivoting. It's literally so much about pivoting, and we can change our life in just a matter of moments. But I think what we get stuck on too is it's all the like worries, the fears, the ideas that have been put into our brain of like, we have to work harder. We're going to have to like all the shoulds, like, well, I should be doing that. I should be doing that. Maybe I should do that. Maybe I should do that. Or that's actually going to take away from things. It's going to I'm going to be spending time away from family. I'm not going to be able to really date anymore. Or, it's actually going to take away my social life. Like, there are a lot of things that we put on ourselves instead of just being like, okay, this is create your business from the future version of you. What is she doing? How is she waking up every day? How is she dressing? Like, what does she wear every single, like, not every single day, but what does she wear? What does she, like, how does she conduct herself? What is she doing? How is her business ran? Is she just like floating on yachts and freaking like off the coast of Greece and her business is making money for her? Okay, we'll figure out how to do that. Know your goal though. Or is she like going around to different like Fortune 500 companies giving all these like motivational speaking speeches or coaching, consulting people in the boardroom every single day, having meetings back to back. She's in her light, she's in her fire, she's in her power, in her passion every single day and making a heck ton of money. Like, what is it, right? Like, or maybe you want to make you would be satisfied with 15K a month or 8K a month. And you're like, I just want enough to like cover unexpected things as well as maybe go on a few trips a year or one big trip a year. Like, because I'm such a homebody. I'm so content being here in my house. I like cooking my own food. I don't need a lot of expense. Like, I don't need a lot of money because I don't have a lot of expenses. And I'm okay with that. But you have to ask yourself, are you really okay with that? Is that the honest truth? Are you okay with that? Or are you accepting complacency because of fear or doubt or worry or what things should, or the fear of failure or people pleasing or whatever the case may be? You know what I mean? I just feel like everyone can do something to bring in more money. I mean, I literally like a friend of mine's a builder and I was like, okay, you say you may be a little stretched thin right now, but like maybe you could go into consulting. And I shared with him, I was like, maybe you could go into consulting, teach people how you do what you do. And because you used to work for someone, now you have your own company. So they're in itself, you're running a successful company. Like, what do you do? And you're not big on social media. So like, what are you doing to have a word of mouth referral? Like, what is that? He was telling me the other day, he was like, I might be like maybe I go out, I'm very social of a person, but that's how he's made a lot of his connections and his leads. So like, of course, right? There's so like that's a part of like what I want to be doing. I am very social, in my career right now, as well as like I like people. I like connecting. I think that's my superpower. I'm like my vulnerability, I guess, is my superpower, but like, and maybe it's changing. Maybe it's because I feel like my superpower is helping other people like just expand their mindset. I may not be the one. I may not be the one to actually like coach you to where you want to go, but I might be the one who plants the seeds to that story for you, to that expansion for you. And that's fine too. Like, I love it. I hope that you listening to this podcast, you may never ever work with me. And that's okay. But maybe you're listening and you're like, okay, she has a point. Yeah, okay. Or maybe you're triggered and you're like, God, Kelly is like off her freaking rocker. And she's just so in like this, like, I don't know, like, what is it? Toxic positivity. I hate that when people refer to me like that because I'm like, no, it's just like, I just know that God has a purpose for you. And if you're not walking in that purpose, like, what are you doing? I just feel like us women have so much power. Like, I mean, we may, trigger warning in a sense, but like, we may not actually be able to have children because of whatever reason, but God did make us with the ability to have children. You know what I'm saying? Like, women are the only ones that can have the kids, men can't. So, if you can birth a freaking human out of your vagina, you can start a business. Like, trust me, I think one is a little bit more extreme than the other. You have so much power. So anyone who tells me you have like a lot of, you're just toxic positivity and you're gonna like, you like give people just and like open like what is it? Promises. Open promises. I don't know what I'm trying to say there, but anyways, you know what I'm trying to say. Telling people that it's a shift. It's just a mindset shift. That's all it is. Like, I'm just a better human because of the work that I've done. And I see things differently. I can hold space for different perspectives. And it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful gift to be able to do that. And that is what highly successful people can do. They can hold space for multiple perspectives and come to the conclusion, this one will work best, this one aligns best, this one sits best for me, and that's where I'm going to act on. That's what I'm going to choose. So, with all that being said, I do have my Goddess Magic program. That is totally just do it yourself. It is a complete, basically a transformation mindset coaching program on transforming your relationship with love, success, and money. It's very heavily on success and money. To help you start bringing awareness to your limiting beliefs, fears, doubts, worries around money, success, wealth, being rich, all of that, just money in general. So it's an incredible resource to help jumpstart your transformation, your expansion, your evolution, and call in the things that you really, really desire. You are meant for more. You are more worthy than 5K a month. And outside of that, I am going to be launching very, very soon my group coaching program, as well as private one-on-one coaching. You can go ahead, like for private one-on-one, that is open. I am going to be taking on, I think, 2 to 3 women. That's what I believe I can hold right now, but it is business and mindset coaching. If you are just starting out as a coach, or you want to start coaching or consulting, if that word feels better for you, and you want to launch an online, consulting practice, firm, agency, business, whatever you want to call it. And you need help with that, with the strategy, the launching, pricing your offers, figuring out exactly like what that's going to look like. Are you going to like, what is your offer suite going to look like? Are you just going to do one-on-one? Are you going to do group coaching? Are you just going to create digital courses and have some passive income coming in? What is that going to look like for you? Or are you want to do a combination of all 3 or only one? Like, it doesn't matter. It's what is energetically aligned for you, where you want to go, who you want to be, and then reverse engineering from there. So I want to help women do that, but also, so it's going to probably be about 20%, 30% ish business coaching, as well as mindset coaching, because we are going to unlock all the things around life, love, and business. So this is for that person who, like, I don't need, like, we don't need to hop on a phone call and go back and forth to figure out if this is for you. You are filling the call, you're filling the pool, you know for a fact, like, I need this. Or maybe you already have an established like coaching business, but perhaps you have I guess challenges around relationships, like love and relationships, as well as money mindset. Maybe you're stuck at charging $500 a month because you're like, oh, like, I don't like, who's going to want to buy from me if I increase my prices? Okay. So we need to do some work around that. And then we're going to price your offers accordingly to this newer version of you. So it is for the entrepreneurial woman who is feeling really fucking stuck right now in life, love, and business. And that's who I'm calling in. Anyway, so if that is you, feel free to DM me on Instagram at Chase Life with Kelly, and just say that you're interested in like one-on-one private coaching with me, and we will have that conversation. I'll send you the link to sign up, and we'll get going. Let's do it. I'm excited, and yeah, I want to transform your life in the next 3 months. Like, and I know that I can do it, because if you're ready for it, then you are coachable and you are available to receive the knowledge that I have been taught for the last 7 years. So anyways, I love you guys so much. Thank you for tuning in. I hope that you resonated. I hope that you picked up some important, valuable, just shifts. Maybe you had a shift today. So just go after it. Don't limit yourself. You can do more without doing more. You can bring in more without doing more. Let's do that. All right. I love y'all, and I will chat soon. All right. Bye.